Hi guys, this is home cooking again, and today I'm going to make it's a family recipe. It's a pizza roll, and usually what I do is I let my I usually buy my dough from a grocery store or a bakery. There's no use spending so much time trying to make it. So then I let it sit on my counter for an hour or in my oven with the light on, just to let it grow. And then I roll it out, and then you make sure when you roll it out that you actually put your fingers in, and you get nice air bubbles when you make your pizza dough. It's not so tough, it's a little bit soft. And this is an easy recipe, and what I do is I just get some Parmesan cheese or any type of hard cheese that you like. And I just sprinkle it over my dough. And this actually gives it a nice taste to it. And after I spread my little cheese, I'm going to make 2 of them, so I'll leave some for the next one. And what I usually do is I make a batch of these. I roll them up in wax paper foil. Now I'm sprinkling some Parmesan cheese over. I like my cheese. Just a tiny bit of salt. You just sprinkle it. Because what I usually do is I use some pepper. And what I usually do is I usually use sausage meat. And use my hands because my hands are clean. And I use any type of sausage meat, pork, chicken, turkey, because it already has all the seasonings in it and actually quite tasty. If you don't, you can still use like ground chicken or pork or beef. Just season it when you're cooking it. This one you just brown it, let it cool, drain it, let it cool, and you can put some olives if you like. I put chili peppers. My next one is going to be with some chili peppers in it because I like them to be spicy too. And what I usually do is if I have a party or if I have to do a buffet or anything like that, I usually make a bunch of these. And I make a bunch of them because if somebody comes over, I take them out of the freezer. It doesn't take long to thaw, so drizzle a little bit of olive oil in there. And all you do is you roll it. So I always like to get some at the very end. So all I do is I roll it. And you'll have a beautiful spiral piece when you cut them. And like I'm saying, it's nice to make a bunch of them. I like to make a bunch of them in the summer, and they're great hors d'oeuvres, and they're great party things, or they're just great to stuff. Sometimes I'll just slice them, take a little bit of dry sausage out, some olives, and I put them on a flat pan. I usually peach paper, and I drizzle a little bit of oil. And I roll it in the oil, just so I get it all covered on both ways. I have a nice coverage of it. You can put too much oil, but it'll be okay. It'll be nice and crispy. And so what I do is I just usually I'll put 2, and you just put it in the oven for about 400, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're finished. Okay guys, it's all out of the oven. I put it at 450, and it's only about 10-15 minutes. If you look, once it gets golden brown on the top, they're ready. So what I'm going to do is, one of them I'm going to freeze, So what I usually do is I put some foil paper, and this is the one that's got the highest spices in it, and I just wrap them in foil. I need another piece. And then I just put in the freezer, and actually I like putting them in the freezer. I need to put another piece on the side, and I'll do that later. And they slice actually better once you take them out, so I usually take it out of the freezer, and it only takes about 10 minutes to thaw out. I kind of slice it when it's a little bit frozen still, so I can get nice thin slices. So this is the one that we're going to eat today, and I'm just going to show you how it is inside. And when it's frozen, I usually cut them very thin. See how big they get once they've gone in the oven. But these, I'm telling you, these are so delicious. And when they're frozen, they kind of stick better together in the middle. But when they're frozen, and I just make a big platter, and there you go. And then I serve it with some olives and some cold cuts or whatever, or you just eat it like that. But they're great snacks. They're great to take to a picnic, or to take if you're going to have a shower or any kind of party. They're great hors d'oeuvres, and everybody really enjoys them. They're really tasty. So I hope you like them, and I hope you try this recipe. Any questions, you can just, on my YouTube channel, just ask some questions, and I'll answer for you. Thanks for all. Have a good day.